Hi, this is Lisa Loves to Crochet and Knit, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this purple pear. And purple pear little lady, I guess. She's got little shoes and she's got lips, and I don't know if you can see, but she's got eyelashes. She's got hair. She's got a stem. She doesn't have a leaf, but I think she's cute just the same. And so she's got hands and feet. So let's get started on what you're going to need. First, you're going to need googly eyes. So I'm going to use a pair of purple ones. And then, of course, you're going to need eyelashes. I only used one for both of her eyes. And I don't know where I bought these. Dollar store. I'm not sure. Could be Walmart. Could be anywhere. And then this hair is like doll hair. And it's very old. It was in my stash. It's from Walmart. And it says it was $1.69, but I don't know. I'm assuming they still sell stuff like that. And this is another one I found in my stash, a blonde. Or you could make your own hair, and you can make it under different colors. But I'm going to do purple. And you're going to need some yarn. The yarn that I used is Bernat, and the color is lavender. That hair is kind of messy, but it's cute. You could also add glasses. These I purchased off Amazon. I don't remember what they were. They were doll glasses or something. You could chop your own hair for in a different colored purple or whatever. You could also add gemstones. These I purchased. I believe they came in some other kit from Amazon. The lips are buttons, and they have just a little button, little loop back there. And then you can add bows to the hair if you want. And those I purchased a little box, a little plastic box. I have it in a baggie off of Amazon as well, and they're called mini ornamental multicolored, and it comes with a whole bunch of them. It says, I think it says 200. And then the shoes are Barbie shoes, but they called Keep It Classic. And I don't know, it just says toy, dress, and accessory dolls. 4 dolls. And I couldn't tell you how many are in here, it doesn't say. But you have a variety to pick from. And so let's get started. And then you're going to need a different color for the legs and the arms. And I'm going to use Big Twist color purple. Only because I'm out of this dark color purple. So I have to have a alternative. I know they're kind of clashy, but that's what we're going with. It'll be fine. And then, of course, you're going to need a stem. So I just got a regular old stick out of the yard. And it's super easy and quick. So let's get started. You're also going to need, a crochet hook. And I'm using a size 8. And a pair of scissors. And of course a tapestry needle. So let's get started. Let me push some of the stuff off the side. And okay, so let me refer to my pattern. I start with a magic loop. And let me get the end here instead of that end. So I just start with a magic loop. And I pull it over. Pull through. And then I'm just going to chain 1. And then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that loop. Let me pull some more yarn here. and then I'm going to put 7 more, so I have a total of 8 in the ring. So I'll come back when I have my 8. So I have my 8 half double crochets in my ring, and I'm going to pull it tight, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to knot that and weave in my ends. But before I do that, I'm going to slip stitch in the first stitch or to the beginning without splitting my yarn, and it looks like that. And I'm going to chain 1, and this will start round 2, and I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that same stitch, and then I'm going to put 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, and I'll come back when I'm done with this round. Okay, so I want to make a note of when I did the center that I left a little hole for me just to insert the stick, and so I've completed this second round as well, and I have 16 half double crochets, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning, and I'm going to chain 1, and then this is round 3. I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the same space as the chain 1, and then I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in the next stitch and 2 in the next. So I'm just going to repeat that pattern around. I'm going to put 2 in one stitch and 1 in the next, 2 and then 1. So when I get that done with that pattern, I'll come back. So I've completed that round, and I have 24 stitches around, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that same stitch. Remember, this is round 1, 2, 3, this is round 4. And I'm just going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. And then when I come back, I'll complete that and come back. Okay, so I've completed that round, and I have 24 stitches around, and it's starting to curl, which is what you want. You're making a pear. So remember, I have 24 stitches around, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. I'm going to chain 1, and then of course I'm on row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This next round is 5. So, and then I'm going to start with the chain 1 and 1 half double crochet in that same stitch, and then I'm going to do repeat this pattern, 1 half double crochet in each stitch around for the next few rows. From 4 through 7 rows are going to be the same. So I will come back when I'm at the end of my 7th round, and we'll see what we're going to, because they're all the same as row 4. Okay, so I've completed round 7. So it should sit like that. And oh, I forgot, this is the bottom, not the top. So the top is where you have the hole for the stick. I'm sorry, and you're also going to need stuffing to stuff this. So I'm at the end of round 7, and I've completed all my 24 half double crochets. Remember, from row 4 to row 7 are the same, and so I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning, and it looks like that. Looks like a little cup. And so I'm going to chain 1, so this is starting row 8, and I'm just going to put a half double crochet in that same stitch, and then I'm going to do a half double crochet decrease in the next 2 stitches, and it looks like that. And then I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to pull those stitches kind of tight. And then the next one is going to be a decrease. So you have a 1/2 double crochet decrease in the first 2 stitches, and then you have 1 1/2 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then another decrease across these 2 stitches. And so the next thing you're going to do, you're going to repeat that pattern around, and you're going to do 1/2 double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then you're going to do another decrease, and you're going to repeat that pattern around. And I'll come back when I'm done with that round. Okay, so I'm done with round 8, and I have 18 stitches, and I'm going to slip stitch the beginning. And the next round is round 9, and so I've chained my 1 for round 9, and I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in that first stitch, and then I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet decrease right here. And then I'm going to split it in half, like flatten it. And this is where I'm going to do my second decrease. So there's only 2 decreases on round 9. So I'm just going to put 1/2 double crochet all the way into this stitch here. And then I'm going to do a 1/2 double crochet decrease. And then I'm going to complete the rest of the round with 1/2 double crochet in each stitch. And I'll come back. Okay, so you have 16 stitches in that round. And then I'm going to slip stitch the beginning. It ends up being 6 stitches on one side and 7 stitches on the other, in between the two decreases. And so this round is round 10, and we're going to attach the googly eyes. So I'm going to put I'm going to chain 1 after I slip stitch the beginning of that round. So this is round 10. And I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet decrease in that next 2 stitches. And then I'm going to do 5 1/2 double crochets, 1 stitch in the next 5 stitches, 1/2 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. There's 3, 4, and 5. And then now I'm going to grab my googly eyes. Where's my purple ones? And I'm going to attach it in the next 3 stitches, just by that loop. And I'm just going to put a 1/2 double crochet around that, if you can see that. There's 1, the next stitch, there's 2, and then I push it through this stitch, and there's 3, and then I'm going to put 1/2 double crochet in the next stitch. It's on the other side of the googly eyes. And then you should have 15 1/2 double crochets on this round. Oops. Trying not to split my yarn. So this is what it looks like that, and you're going to slip stitch to the beginning. And then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to slip or 1/2 double crochet in that same space, and I'm going to 1/2 double crochet around until I get to the 1 stitch just before the one googly eye, so I'm just going to continue to put 1 half double crochet. Oops. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So now I have the stitch that runs in front of the googly eyes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a half double crochet in it, and I'm going to pull it. It's the yarn is looped around the other side, and I'm going to pull it through all of those stitches. See how that is? So I pull it, and then I pull it all to the back, and then I'm going to grab with my hook and the yarn into the back, and I'm going to put my hook in through that center piece, and I'm going to do a half double crochet. It's not a very good half double crochet. Through that in the back. It's going to be a little snug. You might have to, there you go, finesse it a little bit. And there's my half double crochet. And then I'm going to take this next stitch and I'm going to tighten it across that next part of that loop. And I'm going to do another half double crochet around it. And it might be a little tight, so you can see. Tighten it a little bit, and then I'm going to do another half double crochet in that next space, and then I'm going to half double crochet until the end of this round. One in every stitch, and I'll come back when I'm done. And you should have 15 stitches now that I'm done with this round. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. Chain 1. So I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in that same stitch, and I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. I'm always making sure my stitches are kind of tight because I do half double crochets, just because not everybody can do amigurumi with the tight stitches for their hands. So you pick yours and I'll pick mine. I mean, you can. It's up to you entirely. So we're just going to continue putting 1 half double crochet in each stitch around for the next 2 rows. So you'll have a total of 14 rows. And the next, to make sure you have your 14th row, you're still going to have 15 stitches. So I'll come back when you're on your 15th row. Or your 14th row, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm at the end of my round 14, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning. Oops. And then I'm going to take my scissors and cut a little length of yarn. And I'm going to pull that through. And then I'm going to stretch it out a little bit here. I'm going to grab some stuffing and I'm going to stuff it. So I'm going to stuff with a little clear little things to go in dishes and stuff. So I'm just going to put that in there because it's got a little bit of weight to it. So it kind of will, I try to push them to the back because the eyes give it some weight for the front, just to balance it out. So you can see it's taken shape. Okay, so now I have this little length of yarn. I'm going to grab my tapestry needle and I'm going to start just to weave it in around the top, just around. Okay, so I have it tightened up a little bit, and I'm just going to grab my glue gun, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there. And I'm going to grab my stick that I want to use. I'm going to push it down, and I'm going to tighten my yarn around the stick, and I'm going to loop it and knot it. And then I'm just going to weave in my end. And then I'm going to cut that. And see, it looks like a pear. So now I'm going to put this stuff aside, and I'm going to grab the other purple, if I can find an end. And I'm going to grab my crochet hook, and I'm going to start with this slip knot or magic loop, whatever you want to call it, magic loop, slip knot, well, slip knot, I guess. And I'm going to do the leg, and I'm going to go right down directly just to the one side of the eye on the bottom here. Pick up a little stitch, and I'm gonna put a single crochet in there, and then I'm going to chain 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I have my 11, and I'm just going to pull up a stitch, and I'm just going to single crochet back up that chain. So when you get to the first stitch, I go through both sides of that single crochet with a single crochet, and then I just slip stitch to that same spot, and then I slip stitch or chain 1 again, and then I cut my working yarn, and I pull up a loop, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm just going to go on the other side of the eyes on the same round, and I'm going to attach with a single crochet, and then I'm going to chain 11 and then skip 1 and come back. Okay, so there's my legs, and then now I'm going to make a slip knot, put on my crochet hook, and I'm going to do the arms, and I'm going to do actually I should attach the mouth. I should glue the mouth right under that part of, so I know where I'm going to stick the arms. So I just hot glued the mouth on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 2 stitches to the side here. Okay, so I have 2 stitches to the side, and I'm going to single crochet to attach, pick up that loop. And we're going to do the right hand first. And I'm just going to chain 8, trying not to split my yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches going back, if you can see that, and then in the third I'm going to put a single crochet, and I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 2 double crochets, and then I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to slip stitch to the beginning of that same stitch, and then I'm going to single crochet all the way back up the arm. And to make sure not twist my yarn or my arm. And then in the last one I always go through both with a single crochet, and then I slip stitch to the beginning again and chain 1, and I cut my working yarn, and there is my hand with some finessing. There's my one hand, and then the other side I'm going to start with a slip knot and my crochet hook, and I'm just going to go to 2 stitches over, so 1, 2. So in the same row, try to eyeball it here, you can see. So this side I'm going to start with a single crochet, if I can not break my yarn. And I'm going to chain my 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then so there's my 8. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1, 2. I'm going to go in the 3rd stitch with 2 double crochets. 1. Try to pull some more yarn here. And there's 2. And then I'm gonna put a chain 1 and a single crochet in that stitch, and then I'm gonna slip stitch out. So I'm gonna slip stitch 1, and then I'm gonna chain 2, and then I'm gonna slip stitch 1, and then this is gonna be the second slip stitch is the same. It's kind of confusing, but I went in to that 1 stitch twice, and then I'm going to single crochet back up. So it's the opposite of the other hand. And then I go through both of those, the single crochet, and then I slip stitch and chain 1, and I cut my working yarn. And then now I'm going to weave in my ends and start to attach some of my accessories. Okay, so I'm going to take the eyelash, and it's a sticky one anyway. It has adhesives on it, And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. Just going to kind of eyeball it almost. So there's my eyelashes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little strip on that line. And I'm going to take my eyelashes. Trying really hard not to get everything all over. And I'm just going to put a little bead of glue. So there's my eyelashes, if you can see that. And then I cut a little bit of hair. And I'm just going to kind of pull it together a little bit. And put a little bit around the stem. So it kind of stays, and I'm just going to push it down. So she's kind of got hair around there. So there's my hair, there's my eyelashes, and I have the lips on, and then the feet, I take a smaller crochet hook, if I can find one, and I also put some glue in the little shoes, and I try to just take my crochet hook and just push it down without getting the glue all over my crochet hook, but it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you can use the tapestry needle to push it down there. So, and I just push the yarn all the way in so it stays, and then I pull out the excess and wipe it off. And then I'll do that for the other side. Put a little bit of hot glue in this shoe, and then I'll just push that down in there. And then just wipe some of that off. It does come off a little bit. Sometimes you can just trim it. But there is your little purple pear, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in her hair for the bow, because I think she needs a bow in her hair. And just put a little dab in the front to pull it together so she's got some hair in the front. So there is your purple, googly-eyed purple pear. And she is all ready to take on whatever she needs to do for the day. So, and you can change what you will, make her unique to yours. Just have fun with it. Have fun with the purple pear. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.